our father Maurice. As you may know, he is an inventor. You are standing in his workshop. Now please feel free to take as many photos as you like, but we just do ask that you turn off all those flashes or external video lights until we exit back outside. So if we're all good, can we say we?
We!
Wonderful. Now as you walked in, you might notice this mirror. There's a gift from the beast, so let's Maurice visit Belle in the castle anytime he would like. And at the perfect time we should visit. Repeat after me. Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
You got it. High five. Do not worry, parents, I have someone to the inside.
Oh, how wonderful!
Bonjour, everybody.
We just
Welcome.
love having visitors, even though the master can be a bit of a beast sometimes about it. Oh, and please, let's have the young ones.
What do you feel? What do you feel?
That's it. And grown-ups behind them, so everybody can see. You can see me, can't you? Yes! Oh, I'm so excited. Are we all here?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready to begin?
Whenever you are.
Wonderful! Bonjour, everyone!
Bonjour.
Aren't you a good-looking bunch? Especially you in the back. This is so exciting. Tonight's the night Belle and the Beast fall in love. Well, at least we hope so. And to help move things along, you're all going to surprise Belle and act out the story of how they met. Oh, I can hardly wait.
Are you ready to surprise Belle?
Yes! Wonderful! And we have enough parts for everyone. First, we need 2 big, strong suits of armor to march around and protect the castle.
Tall and small, everyone march. 2, 3, 4. March. 2, 3, 4. As you brace your armor right here and right here. You're both gonna come right up front. One on this red carpet. My other one come on this red carpet here.
Oh, and of course, we'll need someone to play the master, the Beast. He has a mighty roar.
Paws up and roar! Goodness, what wonderful words. They are just so ferocious right here.
Next, we need Belle's father, Maurice. Maurice gets locked in a dungeon where he shivers from the
Oh, you're
cold.
cold. You're right. You're shivering. You're shivering. You're shivering. You're shivering. You're just so freezing over here, aren't you? Have you seen right next to me on this carpet?
And of course, we need someone to play Philippe, Maurice's horse. Philippe says, "Nay!"
Everybody, nay! Even louder this time, nay! Wow, what a wonderful nay right there. Perfect. I'm staying right on the side here.
And now, Mrs. Potts and dear little Chip, the teacup. They hop everywhere.
You hop, 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 hop. I got a wonderful little teacup right there. Beautiful Mrs. Potts. You're gonna stand right over here on the beast, okay?
And finally, it's time to decide who gets to portray me. Oh, you've got some awfully big drawers to fill. Okay, give me a great big oh.
Beautiful singing voice right here. I have some extra parts, so raise your hand if you would like one. Raise your hand, a couple hands up, okay?
Does everybody have a part who wants one?
Any more hands? One right here. Perfect.
And now I have a part for everyone to play. It will be your job to make the sound of a horse galloping.
We're all galloping.
Oh, wonderful! I think we have time for a quick rehearsal. We'll start with our beast. Let me hear you roar. Now, everybody, roar! Wonderful! And now, Philippe, give me a great will be so delighted to see you. Just wait till she sees your performance. It'll be fabulous. Now, Lumiere will be calling you in soon, and when he does, file into the library quickly and take your seats. Oh, and remember, it's a surprise! So, mum's the word.
All right, everyone. When Lumiere calls us in, my cast will go in first, and then the rest of my villagers follow right behind. Now, I have some other parts to introduce. I have my lovely dancing dishes here. So come right up here with me. Right up here. Perfect. Can you hold your plate nice and high? And give me a beautiful twirl. Wonderful. Now, everyone join in. We're all going to twirl. Beautiful. Give them a round of applause. Perfect. Now, don't worry because there are parts for everyone in the audience as well. Along the way, we get lost in the woods, so let's make some spooky woods, okay? So put your tree branches up nice and high. Gotta see whole forest, every tree branch in the air. And make the wind go through the branches like shh. Okay, we can be spookier than that. Try that one more time, okay? Perfect. Give yourselves a round of applause. Wonderful. There is also an animal in these woods. Do you remember what animal is out there?
A wolf.
The wolves, exactly. Now, how do the wolves go? So everyone join in. Ready? Okay, one more time with every wolf in the pack. Ready? You're so terrifying. Give yourselves a round of applause. Perfect. Now, I think I need help scaring those wolves away. Beast, you think you can help me? I think you can. Come right up here with me, okay? Okay, so on the count of 3, you're going to jump forward with your paws up and roar, okay?
Madame Wardrobe, we are ready.
That roar.
Oh,
But we're
come
supposed to
on.
be ready cast first right through here, so lead our way, soldier. Enjoy everyone.
Au revoir! Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye!
Great, Lumiere. Looks like we're all ready.
Wonderful. Suits of armor, are you ready?
Oui.
Superb. Now, you have the hardest part of all. Throughout the entire tale, don't move. I'm joking. You will be marching soon enough. Now remember, Belle doesn't know you're here, so I shall call her in, and when she enters, we'll all shout, surprise!
All right, everyone, you heard Lumiere. Stay very quiet. When I say now, we'll all shout surprise. Oh, but it's just a bit bright. Lumiere, would you mind?
But of course. Well, where are you, mademoiselle?
Lumiere.
Now!
Wonderful surprise it is to see all of you. My, how brave you all are. I'm speechless. Lumiere, why have you gathered everyone in the library?
Well, Shelley, before your big dinner with the master tonight, we thought it would be fun to act out a story with you.
Well, that sounds like a perfect idea, Lumiere.
Very well. Let us begin. Once upon a time, there was a charming, intelligent young woman whose name was Belle. Belle lived in a quiet little village, and each morning to everyone, Belle would say, Bonjour.
Bonjour, everyone.
Then, one night when her father was away on a journey, Belle heard the sound of galloping.
Everyone yelling.
It was her father's horse, Philippe, returning to town. But Maurice, he was not with him. Belle asked Philippe where her father was.
Philippe, where's Papa?
Which meant, I think he's somewhere in the forest. So Belle set off through the forest to find her father.
Papa!
As she searched, she could hear the wind whistling.
Everyone, the wind!
The mountain was howling.
How?
At last, she came to a castle, and there, locked in a cold, dark dungeon cell, she found her father, Maurice, shivering.
You're like the ice.
Then, suddenly, the biggest, most ferocious beast Belle had ever seen jumped out and roared. The suits of armor screeched at the top of their lungs. Belle pleaded with the beast to let Maurice go.
Please let go.
But the beast refused, so Belle agreed to take her that night, Belle became hungry and searched the castle for something to eat.
I am a little hungry.
So imagine her surprise when a tiny teacup named Chip hopped up to her and said hello. Then Mrs. Potts hopped up
Hello.
and poured her a nice cup of tea. Suddenly, the enchanted objects jumped to their feet, the suits of armor marched in time as we invited everyone to
Follow me.
the
And everybody clap along.
gate.
Attention, this is fun. That thing is fun. Chip is off to the color and goes past your bedtime. Silly, I'll leave you safe until your last time.
Keep marching.
Dancing dinner bear. Back to the kitchen room. Don't be late for dinner. And embrace them. And a wardrobe like you were enchanted parts of the village. Welcome to the live. Let's go and pick up.
Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Please be our guest. And as time went on, Belle realized that the beast was not mean, but in his heart was sweet and kind. And Belle and the beast became the very best of friends. And that is the story of how the beauty met the beast.
And we got our
Hey Sydney, where are we?
We're in the West
man. One giant leap for mankind.
To send a man to the moon, we had to invent a new language, spoken not by man, but by computers. At first, very large, very expensive computers.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time travels have been momentarily delayed. Please remain seated. Your time machine vehicle will begin moving again at any moment. Please remain seated. We'll resume our journey shortly. Thank you.
Remain seated. Your vehicle will begin moving immediately. Remain seated, please. Our travels are resuming now.
What if everyone could have one of these amazing machines in their own house? But just one problem. There is been a house. The solution comes in all places a garage in California. One reason the passion for shaping the future. Together we form a super network that glows with billions of interactions. And once again, we stand and now, along with your answers, let's add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about.
Yay! Bang! Ooh, do, 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 do. Yeah!
And now I believe your future is just about ready. Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future. In the future, the city will be a great place to work. Innovative office buildings will be media-rich environments, outfitted with global networking and the latest digital tools to turn your dreams into reality. Need to be somewhere? No problem. Just pack up and go. You'll be able to keep working because your car drives itself. Your team is always available for brainstorming, even while you commute, thanks to a personal digital assistant that carries all your files. Who knew that board meetings could be such a blast? Time to relax, but if you live to work, you will keep an eye on your projects with video streaming digital display glasses that bring you messages and news. This just in, looks like it's going to be a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. The end. Or should I say the beginning of your future.
Everywhere I go. You just what it is, folks. You need to get up. Step, walk, step, walk, step on you, walk on you, and kick. Wait, if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna get away. Even if I have to.
There is like the same kind of car outside that's a little bit easier to take pictures in.
this time I'd like to ask everyone to please remain seated throughout the show. And please keep your arms, hands, legs, and feet inside of the vehicle at all times. And don't forget to supervise your children. And for the safety of our cast, we ask that you please refrain from the use of flash photography and external video lighting. Now that we've taken care of business, let's talk about me. My name is Susan, and I'll be your guide for a magical journey into the movies. It's the perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready? Yay! Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling. Once again, my name is Susan, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. We're ready for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the Yellow Brick Road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular Footlight Parade. Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences. It's from the 1952 musical classic Singing in the Rain.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain, literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chim Chim Cherry. I love this song. Sing along. Those wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, The Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
I love this movie. In one famous scene, James Cagney shoves a grapefruit in Big space. She can never look at breakfast in the same way again. These tough guys can turn anything into a weapon.
If you don't, we're going to drop by here and keep the tea house one at a time.
Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Get down.
Is it them?
Nah, just a bunch of rubber-necking tourists.
Sorry about the delay, folks. I don't want to run a red light, even in the movies.
Hey, come here.
I'm not allowed to leave my vehicle.
I said, get over here.
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand. Bye.
Wait, Mr. Osborne! Okay, Mosey, whatever you say.
Hey, how'd you know my name, anyways?
I've seen this movie.
John, seeing your fancy car, so I to get out of here, so beat it.
You're making a big mistake here, Mosey.
I said, sure, I'm out of here. You gotta get out.
I can't just walk out in the middle of a movie.
Hey, go on. Beat it, you sound.
Here they come, boss! Get out, you grinders!
I'm gonna go find Mr. Osborne.
Hey,
tight. Running the red lights against the law, they never break the law. Hey, lady, watch this. No more red lights. To the warden, suckers. Hey, what are you looking at? Everybody mind your P's and Q's, and maybe you won't get hurt. Oh, this must be the west side of town, huh?
Western films depict the legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable
Unless I was partial to
John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who symbolize this ideal of the
hightail it out of here.
gunslinger.
Go right ahead if that's what you're a mind to do. A long time ago, I made me a rule. Let people do what they want.
Leave me a little boy, ain't it?
So, that's a mighty tough territory here, Pilgrim. I think about turning back. That is, one thing.
Oh, we're in the Cleese, the perfect time for me to collect up all your valuables. I'm style with the jewelry.
There he is! It's the bank robber! Don't let him get away!
Hey, I'm going to this neighborhood, Papa.
Nothing going on there!
This is nuts. So nuts that we're just going to get out of here. This way. Can't get any worse. Worse. I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to get kinda creepy. Where are we? Jersey?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from George Méliès's The Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Okay, how do we get out of here?
Warning! Remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
The emergency destruction is now active. The ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes. Time to override.
Look out! Whoa, what is that thing? There it is again! Okay, it's enough creepy crawly things for one day, right? Wrong.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes. Why, there have to be snakes.
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood have appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple. A priceless jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, the temptation always leads to destruction.
Hello to that chunk, guys. Time for me to get back to work. Good thing I don't believe in ghost stories. Now nobody move while I go get the goods. I don't think they'd notice if there's some bodies around here. If you know what I mean.
shouldn't even think about trying to steal a jewel.
Don't, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Not bad for my first movie, huh?
The twist ending. That just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple of movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton, created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Both audiences and filmmakers demonstrated an early interest in the macabre, although the term horror wasn't used by the film genre until the 1930s. Wow. It really is a jungle out there. Where are we?
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller. He's run through 12 films as the king of the jungle.
Over there we have Maureen O'Sullivan as Jane and Tarzan's sidekick Cheetah, who's portrayed by over a dozen chimpanzee actors over the years.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
Inside of us, we both know you belong to Victor. Part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. That plane needs the ground, and we'll not live any the better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, the rest of your life. We always have battles. We didn't have it. We lost it. We can't cast it off. We got it back.
In one of his greatest roles, Mickey Mouse as the Sorcerer's Apprentice in Fantasia.
When this movie came out in 1940, Walt Disney promised to add new musical sequences in the future. His nephew Roy kept that promise 60 years later with the release of Fantasia 2000.
We've come over the rainbow and into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The wicked old witch at last is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone there, running so we all be happy on the wall. That's all we're gonna sing and ring that
Killed my sister. Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Oh, rubbish, you have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you, too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
I wonder how we get out of here. What do you folks think? Which way do we go? Follow the yellow brick road. How much do I think of that? Come on, folks. You know the words.
number 1. Hey.
That means let's go. Wave to the warden. We're not going to see him again for 2 weeks. See you later. So long and goodbye. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jumbo means hello. So, Jumbo. My name is Janet, and I'm going to be your safari driver for the next 2 weeks on this photo safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, it is a very big reserve, so we don't always get to see everything that you can see on that animal spotting guide above you, but we usually get to have pretty good luck, so I'll be optimistic if you will. I'm going to ask that you folks keep all of those hats, glasses, sunglasses, cameras, park maps, cell phones, just keep all that kind of stuff inside the truck at all times. If anything falls out, I'm not allowed to stop for it. That and remain seated, and we will have a great 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. So let's begin our safari here in the Little Aturi Forest. So Karabuni, that means welcome. The animals here in the Little Aturi Forest, they use their natural camouflage to hide from predators. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled, folks. Oh, what's making your animals on the right-hand side? Way up on the right. That brown animal that kind of looks like it's wearing a pair of zebra pants is an okapi. It's actually not related to the zebra at all, in spite of those zebra trunks. It is actually the closest living relative to the giraffe. It's got the same 7 vertebrae in its neck and the same 18-inch long tongue. Oh, and they're my favorite animals here on the reserve. Because they're shy. So shy, in fact, they weren't even discovered by the Western world until 1901. But I think the real reason I love them is just because of those zebra pants. Watering holes like this one on the left are used by hundreds of different species as a social hub, but one that I can think of that uses this watering hole in particular is the black rhino. Now, don't be too surprised if we can't see one today. We can see one today, folks, on the right. Very, very cool. Now, black rhinos like that one have been hunted almost to extinction for the protein in their horns called keratin. Keratin is actually the same stuff that makes up our fingernails and hair. But they sell it on the black market and say it has medicinal properties. It doesn't. They've been hunted so much that there are only 5,000 of them left in the world. Coming up on the left is a male bongo in the bushes, and on the right are some female greater kudu. Those female greater kudu, I do know they're females because they have no horns. The male bongo, I know he's a male because his horns are much smaller than these lady bongo coming up on the left-hand side. Their horns are smaller. Oh, they are so pretty. Those horns do tilt backwards, and that backwards tilt actually gives them better maneuverability through the thick underbrush where they live. In fact, bongo moves so quickly and quietly that they're actually known as the ghosts of the forest. But that's too scary for me, so we're gonna head out of the Little Aturi Forest altogether, and we're gonna head in to the Safi River. See if we can't go find some hippos. I love the hippopotamus. They are huge. Oh wow, and on the right, talk about a hippo, folks. They tip the scales at about 5,500 pounds and can run around 35 miles an hour.
They're feeding you.
Ooh, have a seat for me in the back, please.
I'm chicken.
Now, again, they can run 35 miles an hour, and if you think that's impressive, you should see them swim. They can swim the length of a football field in 7 seconds. And there's a whole bloat of them here on the left. A bloat is what you call a group of hippos, folks. They're very strong swimmers, but in spite of that, they actually prefer to walk along the bottom of the water, which kind of makes it look like they're bouncing on the moon. Those big white birds with the big white bills are the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans get their name from that pink color that appears in their plumage right around mating season, actually. They can live in groups of 50 to 500 pairs. Now, what do you folks say we head a little deeper into this reserve, see what else we can find, yeah? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. And we're going to. But, in order to do that, we've got to cross a bridge. And it's not the bridge that makes me nervous. It's the Nile crocodiles underneath it, folks. Oh, on the left, ladies and gentlemen.
Crocodiles.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that one has its mouth open because they're exothermic. It's trying to keep cool. They have 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch in their bite force. So they can crush the bones of, you know, anything. And they can actually run up to 10 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour is just a little bit faster than my truck can go. So we're gonna hightail it out of there, folks, because while you folks do seem like a lovely group of people to go and have a meal with, you don't really seem like the type of people that I would like to be had as a meal with. I would like to go have lunch. I would like not to be made lunch. Oh, cool, coming up on the right. The baobab tree, ladies and gentlemen. Also known as the upside down tree, but it is not upside down. It's got roots underneath it like any other tree. Baobab trees like that one, yeah, they can grow to be 1,000 years old. And they can go 9 months of the year without any leaves. Oh, we made it, folks. My favorite view on the whole reserve here, the Serengeti grasslands. They spread for hundreds of miles across eastern Africa, and they serve as a kind of superhighway for different species in their migratory patterns. And it is beautiful out here, folks. Now, if you look on the right and notice the trees, they're all pruned to a pretty even level. The leaves all kind of just stop. Right about a giraffe height, actually. The giraffe is going to come along with that 18-inch long tongue and pull down as many leaves as they can reach before they move on to the next tree, that is. Now, because they leave quite a few leaves behind, the elephant will come along and just, you know, knock the tree right on over. Now that's actually going to do two really great things. Not only will it get those leaves closer to that great big elephant's mouth, but it's also going to spread seeds to help more trees grow. Smaller animals like antelope and zebra. Speaking of antelope, we're going to see some sable antelope in just a minute. They're kind of like our lawnmowers. And then we've got a warthog or two that comes along to trim up the edges. So not only do we have, if I don't say so myself, the nicest lawn around, we've also got more than enough food for everybody out here. Oh, and speaking of sable antelope, up here on the left, ladies and gentlemen, and if you notice, some of them have teensy tiny horns and are very pale. Those are the babies. Their horns will get longer as they get older. 3 to 5 feet, actually. And their coats will get darker. The darker the male's coat, the more authority he has within the herd. A herd's what you call a sable antelope. So if I had to guess, I'd say that one all by himself that's almost black, he's probably the alpha, but that is just a guess, folks. I really like the sables because they're on the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. In fact, if you're close enough to see the lower right-hand corner of my windshield, that's it right there. Now, I'm sure you folks have noticed the giant brown towers of dirt. Does anybody know what they are? Termite mounds. Millions of termites live inside of them, and they get as hard as concrete in the hot sun. But because they get so hard, they are the perfect texture for elephants to use as scratching posts. I mean, it does break the termite mounds down a little, makes them kind of just mounds of dirt. That mound of dirt is then the perfect height for smaller animals, just like those sables we saw a minute ago, to jump right on top of. And by jumping on top of it, they're actually using it as a lookout post to see if there are any predators lurking in the tall grass. So it actually works out really well for everybody. The elephant gets an itch scratch, the sable get a place to stand, and the termites will... Well, I guess it doesn't really work out for the termites. Huh. Anyway, you folks will have to forgive the fact that we are going to go pole-pole on our way to those giraffes. Pole-pole means very slowly. The reason we're going so slow is because the warden is very strict about how close I can get to the truck in front of me. And I don't think I've known you folks long enough yet to start getting you into trouble. So we're just going to hold off on that. In fact, maybe if I am really lucky, I can go a whole safari without trouble finding me, but I doubt it. We're coming up on baby giraffes, folks. Sorry.
Baby giraffes.
Baby giraffes. I just saw one little baby. Oh, you're so small. Well, I mean, little is a relative term. Baby giraffes are born about 6 feet tall. Oh, there's 2! It looks like we've managed to find... Oh, there's 2. There's so many more giraffes than I thought. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 if you count the babies. 3 baby giraffes. Oh my goodness. A whole tower of giraffes, folks. A tower is what you call a group of giraffes.
Look at them all.
They are Maasai giraffes.
Look at this.
Giraffes are the tallest species of animal in the world. They've got 18-inch long tongues.
That is a giraffe.
It's scary.
No, it's not scary.
Yeah?
It's beautiful.
Look at
Oh,
that
I
one.
love giraffes.
Look at that one.
Because they have such great big hearts. Oh, literally. Giraffe hearts can be 2 feet tall and weigh 25 pounds. Whoa is right. So I hope they love me too. I mean, they've got hearts big enough for it. Now I know they're Maasai giraffes because they have that lacy sort of pattern around their spots. Giraffes with a more kind of clear pattern. One of the other species would be the reticulated giraffe. That comes from the Latin word reticulata. That means net, and is again in reference to their spots. Now, if you folks remember those Nile crocodiles I was so worried about, yeah, if you took a Nile crocodile and laid it from the tip of its tail to the tip of its nose, straight up in the air, it would be about as tall as a full-grown giraffe. And you wonder why I sped over the bridge the way I did. Yikes. Folks, I have a treat for you. It's a good one. On the right. Ah, there it is. Somebody saw it.
Whoa.
He's cool, isn't he? That is a male elephant, ladies and gentlemen. You know how I know he's a male? He's alone. Male elephants form very loose herds, known as bachelor herds, but for the most part they do travel by themselves. On the left you can see some mandrills, those would be the monkeys. They have blue and red faces, and the more vivid the blue and red on the male's face, the more authority he has within the troop. A troop is what you call a group of mandrills. Male mandrills weigh 100 pounds, females only weigh about 30. Oh, and he is beautiful. He's flapping those ears to form a wind current to help keep himself cool. Both male and female African elephants do have those beautiful ivory tusks. And it's those tusks they're actually being poached for.
Look at it in the water.
Oh, yeah. Elephants can eat up to 300 pounds of food a day. Elephants and I have that in common. Elephants will live with their parents for 15 years. So they've actually got the second longest childhood in the entire animal kingdom. Second only to us. We do have the longest childhood in the entire animal kingdom, folks. Back in the United States where I'm from, it's actually 18 years legally. Now we're gonna take a hard right up here, head on into elephant country, see if we can find the whole... Wow! We're not gonna take a right up anywhere. I don't want to not go see elephants. Oh, we could take the shortcut.
Yeah!
All right, we can do that. It can't be that big of a deal. I feel like I haven't taken the shortcut in 6 months for a reason. I'll go find out. We're gonna head up here. Yep, you know what? It can't be that bad. I mean, our reserve's old. It's not that old. Oh boy. Just cross your fingers, folks. I don't think I'm supposed to take this bridge if I have guests on the truck. Oh, enough of this. We're getting out of here, folks. I can't do it. Oh boy. Oh, big bump. There it is. Oh, and we're just gonna floor ignoring it. This is us flooring it. Right. Well, that's anticlimactic. I was hoping that would be like a bigger... Don't worry about it, folks. And do me a favor. Don't tell the warden I did that. Look on your left and right, though, instead. Red clay pits. Elephants actually eat the red clay to get vitamins and minerals that they wouldn't otherwise get in their diets. Now let's go see if we can't go find some elephants. We can! Oh, we're in luck, ladies and gentlemen! They're gonna be on our left. Look, look, look! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna get up to a clearing before I'm gonna slow down. That way we can actually see them. Now, elephants have very thick skin, but it's very, very sensitive. In fact, it's so sensitive that the only thing we know elephants to be afraid of is not mice. It's bees. Oh. Looks like we're picking up on the local radio station. Oh, and they're playing my song. Harambe's Top 40.
Oh, look, he's playing the back. His springs have a water.
They're actually throwing mud on their backs like that in order to prevent from getting sunburn.
He's putting on sunscreen.
Yeah, there's no SPF 50 in the wild. I'd let them borrow some of mine, but I don't think I have enough. Now again, they are afraid of bees. I mean, think about it. If you had super sensitive skin and your ears and nose were huge, well, you'd be afraid of bees too. So in order to keep the elephants away from their farms, farmers here in Africa have actually been putting up fences made of beehives. It scares the elephants away. The matriarch lets out a call that warns the other elephants in the herd that bees are nearby, and then they head in the other direction. So it works out really well for everybody because the farmers also get to harvest the honey. Alright, oh, I was just about to ask what those were. I heard somebody go flamingos. They are flamingos. Greater flamingos, in fact. And I'm not calling them great because I'm biased, but I mean, I do think they're pretty great, to be fair. Greater flamingos are the largest subspecies of all flamingos. They get their pink color from the beta-carotene in the brine shrimp that they eat. But because these particular flamingos are the largest subspecies of all flamingo, they've got the most feathers to turn pink and are also the palest subspecies of flamingo. They are beautiful. You know, a group of them is called a flamboyance. Oh, very cool. That's a mud pit on the left. There are actually a few different species of animals that will use mud pits like that one. Two I can think of off the top of my head, elephants and white rhinos. Elephants, again, throw it onto their back or roll around in it in order to make it a natural sunscreen. White rhinos also roll around in it, but they're doing it to cool down because they can't sweat. You ever get the chance to see an elephant roll around in the mud pit, folks, I recommend it. It's beautiful. If we are lucky enough to see any white rhinos over the next couple of days, you'll notice one very strange thing. They're not white. And I'll tell you why if we get to see them. I might tell you why even if we don't. Okay. This is hard to see, but I want to see if you folks can spot it. Huh? Spot? It's a cheetah. If you look up, there are two trees up on that hill next to those broken down old, like, branches, and the tree on the left has a cheetah laying next to it. You can just barely see its head. Yeah, its head's poking up. If its head was down, I wouldn't have even stopped you. Would have never been able to see it. But I am a professional animal spotter. Cheetahs are the fastest land mammals in the entire world. They run at top speeds around 60 miles an hour. In fact, if you look up on that hill, you can see an old warden's post. That's that straw hut up there. That straw hut we used to use to monitor the animals. But when that coalition of cheetahs moved in, we moved out. Now, cheetahs are opportunistic hunters, so they will hunt cattle if they can find the opportunity. So, in order to prevent them from hunting their cattle without hurting them, farmers in Africa have actually been training dogs to chase them away. Sounds like some pretty brave dogs, if you ask me. That rock formation on your left is called a kopje, spelled K-O-P-J-E, so not at all how you think. Oh, we're gonna get to see a lion, folks! He's way at the end of the rocks, just up here. He is handsome.
Wow, look at
He's a male. I know that because of that mane. It will get darker as he gets older. So he's probably pretty young. Male lions can tip the scales at 500 pounds, and the females will you never ask a lady her weight. Female lions actually do most of the hunting, and they hunt at night. Unlike that cheetah we saw yesterday, they hunt during the day.
I saw a cheetah, a zebra.
You did see a zebra. There's a few of them coming up on the right. We'll actually get a better view of them probably tomorrow. But there are some female ostriches over there, and that little brown antelope is a bontebok. And those zebras are Grant zebras. There are some female lions up there with that male. The male lions do the protecting for the pride. Their roar can be heard for 5 miles. Oh, that was cool. I love lions. Then again, I don't think I've ever found an animal that I don't love. A warthog! Speaking of animals that I love warthogs. You'll find I'll say that a lot. Now, we don't like to call them Pumbaa, because Pumbaa actually means foolish in Swahili. So, we don't call them that. I just call them, well, warthogs. Because they're actually pretty smart. They back into their burrows in order to leave their razor-sharp tusks as their first line of defense against predators. Alright, this is that field I was talking about that we were going to get a better view of those zebras. And some ostriches. And also those bontebok. Let's start with the bontebok. For a while there were only 17 of them in the entire world. But they're doing really well in reserves like this one, and we're hoping to get their numbers up so they can thrive in the wild as well. I know those ostriches are females because they've got gray feathers instead of black feathers. And those zebra, well, they're black with white stripes. I know that because they've got black snouts and black hooves. Those ostriches' brains are smaller than their eyes, and they can't fly. But what they lack in flight and brain, they make up for in speed, because they can run about 40 miles an hour. Yeah. Oh boy, another bridge. Okay. This one luckily looks like it's held together by rope and hope. No, I'm just kidding. That was the last one. This one's held together by actual wood and metal, like bridges should be. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but this does mark the end of our 2-week photo safari. I know, it's a bummer. Before I let you folks go though, I'm gonna ask a small favor of you. It's not gonna sound like a very big deal, but it is, and it's a very personal favor you'll be doing me. Just when you have some free time, look these animals up. Read about them. Learn more than what I could teach you over the last 2 weeks. Because the favor I'm asking of you folks is just to fall in love with these animals. Right now, their biggest threat is people. People cause poaching. People cause habitat destruction. So if people can fall in love with them, they'll be okay. So that's my favor. Just fall in love. It's not hard, believe me. Now, normally this is where I'd say goodbye, but I don't like goodbye because goodbye is sad and goodbye is final and goodbye means you might not come back. So instead of goodbye, I'm going to say a Swahili phrase that means to go well. And that's kwaherini. So kwaherini, folks.
Kwaherini.
Asante sana, thank you. Asante sana for coming on this adventure with me, and asante sana for learning more about these animals. This is my favorite thing to do in the entire world. Once again, my name's Janet, and my truck, well, she's symbol 1.